How to rate a cigar. Like a fine wine, single malt Scotch, or a historic work of art, a hand-rolled cigar, formulated, produced, grown, and created by a master, is one of the finest things in life. What makes a cigar good or even great? Here are the steps to enjoying the experience of a masterfully created stogie. Steps. 1. When selecting a cigar, note the feel of it in your fingertips. Is it spongy? Dry? Marred? Or does it feel weighty, with uniform firmness from tip to tip, a beautiful, unmarred leaf with no visible veins, and a moistness that you would expect from a cigar in Nicaragua, at 70 degrees and 70% humidity? That is the cigar that is ready to be smoked. 2. Start by clipping the cigar about 1-2 from the tip. This will provide the ideal draw. A punch will give you a hole through which to draw the smoke, but it will likely be concentrated and hot. Better to clip the stogie for an open draw. 3. Lighting a cigar is almost an art in itself. It may seem cumbersome, but the benefits are well worth it. Once the cigar is clipped, ideally use a strip of Spanish cedar, which comes with many cigars, light the strip and toast the end of the cigar. As the flame chars the tobacco, it will begin to give off smoke. Pull the flame away, and blow on the charred end. You're trying to ignite the tobacco. Do this again and again, never touching the flame to the cigar, until the tip is glowing red. 4. Once the tip is glowing red, wait 45 seconds, at least. Let the cigar reach smokability. Be patient. 5. Lightly puff the cigar, letting the smoke you draw through the stick escape from your mouth. You will already begin to taste the deliciousness of the blend of tobaccos, the leaf, the binder, the wrapper that the master worked so hard to achieve. 6. Puff the cigar once or twice every 60 seconds or so. Here's what you're looking for. Clouds of creamy smoke, the sign of a wonderful cigar. Let the smoke linger in your mouth before blowing it out. Let it bathe your tongue and taste buds. What do you taste? Oak? Hickory? Fruit, like strawberries or mango? Maybe toast or even buttered toast? Coffee accents or a chocolatiness? All common in the best cigars. Let your mind wander. What do you taste in the smoke? As you draw the smoke through the cigar, also breathe in gently through your nose. You'll get a hint of the smoke coming from the burning tip of the cigar, mingling with the smoke you take into your mouth. This is key. What new flavors and aromas do you sense? Roasted meat, or maybe burning leaves? Every nuance of aroma and flavor is something the master who designed this cigar truly hoped you would experience. 7. That said, now it is time for you to understand that you should be taking notes about this cigar. Open your cigar diary and begin the notes. Don't forget what you're tasting and smelling, write your impressions first. Then fill in the information about the cigar, company, country of origin of wrapper, binder and filler, vintage year, if applicable, size, length and ring gauge. Corona 5.5 to 642 to 45. Panatella 5.5 to 6.5 34 to 38. Lonsdale 6 to 6.5 42 to 44. Churchill 6.5 to 746 to 48. Robusto 4.5 to 548 to 50. Toro 6 to 6.5 48 to 50. Presidente 7 to 8.5 52 to 60. Torpedo 5.5 to 6.5 46 to 52. 8. Burn. Is the cigar burning regularly? You should be turning it constantly, just to keep things as even as possible. Is it cooperating? The burn should be consistent and regular, without gouges of burning coals running up the side. Ideally, the burn will be consistent, manageable, and even through the smoke. 9. Don't rely on any cigar to taste wonderful past the halfway point of the stick. If it does, splendid. Smoke it to the NUB. And report it highly in your diary. Then go to a cigar website and report it highly there, too, especially the website from which you bought the cigar, if you bought it online. 10. Give each category a rating. 1. 5 stars, say. Track your smokes consistently, using the same scale. Note truly wonderful cigars for your palate, so you know what to order next time, and watch for deals on that brand, length, and ring gauge. 11. Combine the ratings and give the cigar a final score. Note it at the top of the page in your cigar diary. Review often. Tips. Never use a Zippo to light a cigar. Or a candle. Both add noxious fumes to the tobacco in the vitola. That's a fancy name for a true cigar. Use only butane if you're lighting it directly. Or light up a cedar stick, an oak or other twig, and light the cigar from that. Torch lighters are great for toasting the end, but they are notoriously short-lived. Warnings. A humidor is essential if you plan to keep more than one cigar at a time. A humidor is an environment reminiscent of the tobacco's origins, i.e., Nicaragua, Mexico, Honduras, or Cuba, with 70% humidity inside, and about 70 degrees. If your humidor's humidity is too low, the cigars dry out and burn too fast, that is, hot, and will taste burnt. If the humidity is too high, the cigars will be soggy and won't burn well. If your humidor is too warm, there is the chance of developing mold. This will kill your cigars. Notes on mold. If you see white powder on your cigars, it's probably plume, the excretion of tobacco oils. This is a good thing. Wipe it off and enjoy the smoke. If you wipe it off and it leaves a bluish stain, that's mold. The cigar is ruined. Throw it out, and pray the mold didn't reach your other cigars. Another danger, with warm temperature, is the possibility of cigar mites, A.K.A. tobacco beetles. If you get beetles, all your cigars are ruined, they burrow through everything. If your humidor is so infected, freeze it. Tobacco beetles cannot survive cold, nor can their eggs. Many aficionados automatically freeze their new arrivals before even putting them into the humidor. Not a bad idea.